Welcome back to my channel. Today's video, we are going to be talking about wedding planning things. I love these type of videos. I think it's so helpful to kind of know what your themes and ideas are and everything. So I came up with a little game to kind of figure out mine, and so I thought I would share it with you guys and share with you kind of my style, our theme that we're doing for our wedding, and it just little details and what kind of I went through with specifics on trying to figure out what type of flowers I like and the colors and what we wanted, and figuring out themes and colors and everything all by myself with my fiance. And then of course my mom's helping me too, but I don't have anyone planning everything for me, so I'm just using my vendors and using Pinterest, because Pinterest is my best friend. So I came up with a little game. I have a ton of different day of things that you want to kind of plan out ahead of time. So flowers, things about the aisle, bridesmaids dresses, do you want your hair done, tables, what you want to look like, your overall style and everything about your wedding. So I'm gonna go through, it's kind of like a this or that game. Do you like this better or do you like that better? And I'm gonna be showcasing the different photos. So do you like boho or do you like more traditional classic type of style? So I hope you guys like this video and I hope it's helpful for you. If you like this video, please do give this one a thumbs up so I know. And if you're new to my channel, do not forget to subscribe. And let's just get into the game. It's gonna be so much fun. So for me, planning a wedding when I first got engaged was, oh my gosh, I just was where do I start? But you kind of want to figure out your vision, what you're thinking of. Do you want flowers? Do you not want flowers? Are they important to you? Do you want a traditional dress? Do you want a traditional ceremony? There are just so many specific details. So I want to run through all the different themes and topics and everything when it comes to planning that day of. I kind of came up with this little game because I was kind of playing with it myself when I was going through Pinterest and figuring out color tones and just specific details that you kind of need to know what you like ahead of time. If you're in the planning stages too, I hope this helps you plan your wedding a little bit better. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna be talking about is the venue. I would say the first thing you would wanna book is your venue. So you wanna figure out, do you like outside venues or do you wanna be inside? For me personally, we're going with the outside. We loved being outside. We don't have bad weather in California, so we wanted outside. And then also when it comes with your venue, do you want more wineries or do you want a beachy vibe? For us personally, we wanted the winery side, so that's why we're getting married close to Temecula, California. I did love the beach. I love the beach all the time. Just for our wedding, we decided we wanted more winery vibes. And then another thing when it comes to booking your venue, you kind of want to know what time of year you want to book your venue. So for us, it was between fall and summer. We went with summer, so we're getting married in June. Fall is a really popular time too, so fall is another thing. I do love spring and winter weddings as well. It just fit us a little bit more to do summer. I feel like you really have to nail down your style to figure out kind of all the other small details we're gonna talk about. So one of the first things that I would really look at is once you book your venue, what kind of style would go with that venue? So are you more so beachy vibes or are you more so winery vibes? For us, we're winery vibes, so we're gonna go with more winery type of vibes and decor. But do you like boho? Do you like that boho vibes, which would look good for either one of them? Or even if you're getting married in the mountains or something, even boho would look great in the mountains. Or are you more so a dreamy and the brights and the lights and just the kind of a breath of fresh air type of vibes? And for us, I want it to be light and airy and dreamy and just romantic. So that's kind of the vibes that we're going for with the florals and the decor and everything. I just wanted to look so nice and so dreamy and beautiful and uplifting and light, and I'm all about it. But I love the boho vibe. I was really leaning more so boho for a while. But then I kind of was like thinking about it and thinking about our venue and thinking about the time of the year and everything, and I kind of switched over, and now my whole like Pinterest board is all like the vibrant and dreamy and everything. So there are so many, and you can really do a mix of a lot of different things. I feel like there are a lot of different styles kind of getting pulled into ours, but just figure out the style that you like and just run with it. And I would browse Pinterest for sure, because you can really get a good grip on what all of the kind of wedding styles are from Pinterest. So when it comes to colors too, so you kind of want to pull colors from the surrounding area. You want to choose colors that might be great for that time of year. So I know a lot of fall weddings use like maroons and purples and like oranges and stuff like that, and I think it's absolutely beautiful. So for our wedding, because we're getting married in June, we're going back and forth between like the blush pinks and the rose kind of colors, and then like a dusty blue. So it's kind of like a muted blue color. So we decided on the dusty blue. I just think with just the people who are in our bridal party and just like kind of the overall vision that we have, just having that pop of blue color will be so pretty, and I'm so excited to kind of see it come to life. Color is going to be like whites, off-whites, some greenery, and then that dusty blue color. And then also another major thing for me was photography. So I know photography is not something everyone absolutely needs, but for me, I needed it. So with photography, I kind of looked at it. Do you want more of the moody colors, like the darker, the oranges for your photographs, or do you want the light and bright? So my fiance and I decided we wanted more so of the light and bright side, just because I'm already a redhead. We don't need to make me any more orange than I really want, and also we want to make sure that the colors that we actually use on our wedding day stands out in the photos. I don't want the colors to be like muted or different colors than what they actually were. So moody was not for us. I think it's absolutely amazing. I love moody photography, but for our wedding day, we decided to do light and bright. If you guys want to take a look at like the photographer we're using and everything, I'll link her down below. She's amazing. You know where you're gonna get married, you know the time of the year. You want to kind of picture your aisle. There are so many things that you can do with the aisle. I was like so overwhelmed. Do you want a wedding arch or do you want no arch? I know a lot of people don't do a traditional arch or any arch whatsoever. They just kind of decorate the front. For us personally, we chose arch. Do you want a traditional arch, you know, the one that looks like this right here, or do you want something different? Do you want a geometrical shape? Do you want, I don't know, there's so many different types of arches now. And for us, we are doing a non-traditional like circular arch. We're gonna do a different geometrical shape, and I'm so excited for you guys to see which one we're doing. But we are not gonna do a traditional, but we are doing an arch. And then another thing is, do you want linens on your arch? So some people put like the linens on their arch, some people don't. I think either way is absolutely beautiful. For us, in the background of where we are getting married, we decided not to do linens, but I think either way we could have done it and it would have been beautiful. Another thing that I'm seeing a trend on are rugs. So I don't know if you guys have seen it. I think you can do it really, really pretty, having like rugs up by your arch or even down the aisle, or having no rugs. For us, we are doing no rugs. Another thing you kind of want to think of is like, do you want flower petals in the aisle or do you not want flower petals in the aisle? For us, we are doing a very light sprinkle of rose petals. Nothing anything crazy, not like crazy shapes going down the aisles, just like very light sprinkling of rose petals. Flowers can really make or break everything. I think flowers are amazing. So one thing you want to think about is, do you want all white flowers, all white and some green flowers, or do you want to try to put like your pop of color into your flowers. So for us, we're gonna put a pop of color, a pop of blue in our flowers. Then you kind of have to also think of like for your bouquets and like your table settings and everything, do you want the flowers to be like super tight and compacted, or do you like the looser, flowy look? For us, we like the loose, flowy look. We don't want it super, super tight and like modern and traditional and compacted and stuff. So we're gonna go with the more flowy vibes, you know? All right, so let's get into tables. So like, I personally believe how your tables look and how your reception area can really like stand out and make the whole day just really tie in. There are so many details you can do here. There are so many specifics, but I'm just gonna go through a few of them. So first and foremost, you have to figure out, do you want the circle tables or do you want farm tables? You can also do a mix of both in a lot of venues, which is nice. For us, we're doing more circle tables than farm tables, but we are doing a few farm tables. Okay, and then also, what are you gonna put on the tables? Do you want flowers? Do you not want flowers? For us, we are doing flowers. I love flowers so much, almost too much. My fiance's like, we don't need that many flowers, and I'm like, yes, yes we do. So we are doing flowers, but the other thing is, do you want centerpieces or do you want like long garlands? I think the long flat garlands on farm tables is so pretty. So we are doing both. We are gonna do lower centerpieces on the circle tables, and then we are gonna do probably longer garlands on the farm tables. And then also, are you gonna do assigned seating or you're just gonna assign them to a table? So assigned seating is when you say, you like put their name tag at the chair and say you are sitting here at this table, whereas like a table seating chart is like you're just at this table, sit wherever you want. I don't really care where my family and friends sit, so I'm just assigning them to a table and they're gonna sit there and they can sit next to whoever they want. And then another thing is to really think about is, do you and your fiance want a sweetheart table? Do you want to sit separately from everybody? Or do you want to sit at a giant table with your bridal party or your family? I've seen so many people do that and it looks like so much fun. They're just having a blast, chatting and talking. We decided to go with the sweetheart table. You kind of have to think about like little specifics too. Like, do you want a live band or do you want a DJ? So I think live bands are so much fun. I think they are a blast. For us personally, we chose a DJ. Another thing when it comes to the reception is, do you want like something different, like a food truck, or do you want like just standard catering, something like that? This is something that we kind of went back and forth on. There are so many amazing food truck options. We were really trying to think of like a good food truck or something like that, but it just didn't work out. So we are doing standard catering. We're not doing like standard wedding food. There are so many different caterers out there with different type of food. So we are doing barbecue, but you can even hire like a taco man, which we might do for a late night bite, or just get creative with food. But you guys, you don't only have to have traditional boring chicken on your wedding. Spice it up a little bit. Do you just want a cake table, just with a giant 3-layered cake or however many layered cake, or do you want a dessert table? And we're extra, we're doing the dessert table. Okay, and then let's get into like the bride stuff. So like wedding dresses and hair and makeup and bridesmaids dresses. Let's start with bridesmaids first. For bridesmaids dresses, do you want long dresses or do you want short dresses? For us, we are doing long dresses. And then another thing is, do you want them in all the same color or just like kind of mix the colors as long as it stays within like your color palette? For us, we are doing all the same colors. Like another thing you can do, everyone in the same exact dress across the board, or they can choose the style of the dress as long as it's all in the same color. So I'm letting my girls choose the style of the dress they want. As long as it's in that dusty blue color, they're good. And then what about, do you want to change into a second dress? Or do you want to keep your same dress on all night? For me personally, I thought about this for a while. I mean, a second dress is so much fun. It's so fun and it's probably a lot easier to move around in. but I'm gonna stay in my wedding dress the entire time. I'm not going to be changing into a second dress. Yeah, those are kind of the things that I kind of looked at the beginning process of our planning. This or that game really helped me. Like, do you like this or do you like that? Do you like this? Do you like that? And it really like vetoed and X'd out some of the other options that we didn't end up going with. For the most part, I am so excited. Like I said, I'm kind of going through this with an open mind. I'm actually really enjoying the wedding planning process. I know it can be really, really stressful, and trust me, like, it is stressful. It's money's involved and everything, and it can be, but if I can give anyone advice, if you are planning a wedding or anything and you're watching this and you're like, wow, this is like so stressful, take a step back and enjoy it. You only get to plan one wedding, hopefully, and so you want to be able to enjoy the whole process. If you don't, make someone else do it for you. But yeah, so this game, I hope you guys liked this or that game. I hope you kind of got a feel for what we're doing. I kind of wanted to throw in kind of our ties and everything with how we're doing things and what our wedding dream kind of looks like and everything. But like, we're 7 months away from the big day, so everything is coming together. But I hope you guys like this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.